So today I wanted to talk about exhausted, not just tired. So there's a huge difference between being tired and being exhausted. Being tired is maybe a good night's sleep will fix it, a nap, something like that. But then being exhausted is like mental, physical, emotional, maybe even spiritual. A lot of the times it's chronic. It's the kind of fatigue that sleep can't touch. You wake up from an 8 hour nap and you feel like you still haven't slept. You're If you add in like masking or chronic pain or invisible illnesses or emotional labor, then you're running on empty. So this is like chronically exhausted. You might be getting called labeled as lazy or unmotivated. Everyone's tired, just push through. But these are symptoms that you can't just, they just can't go away. These are exhausted because you're constantly picking up the emotional labor in your relationship. You have a chronic illness that you're constantly worried about. There's no lab test that can show you what's going on. You're just constantly exhausted. 25% of Americans report feeling fatigued most days. About 2.5 million live with chronic fatigue syndrome. So I wanted to present. I don't know if you guys have heard the spoon theory, but the spoon theory is something that I always think about, where you have a certain set of spoons that you go through all day. Let's say you have 10. And for a normal person, it might be wake up, take a shower, um, go to work, all of these bigger things. But for someone that's chronically ill or like neurodivergent people that mask all the time, where it's having that exhaustion, um, it's spoon for everything. Brushing your teeth, turning the water on for a shower. All of these things require a spoon, so there's a lot of things that go by the wayside because bigger things need the spoons. So, neuroscience confirms that exhaustion is real. Neuroinflammation is chronic. In chronic illnesses, impairs the mood and energy. Long term stress disrupts the cortisol that we have in our body, and it leads to fatigue and immune issues, as well as other mental health issues that come along with that. Masking doesn't just cause emotional burnout, it physically rewires your brain, um, increasing energy demands and making recovery time a lot slower. So, the mental cost of passing as a neurodivergent person is a lot higher than a lot of people realize. And so